So let's talk about how we can demonstrate to faculty that we have those characteristics that they're looking for. So I'll start with showing enthusiasm. How can you show your faculty member that you're enthusiastic about the subject matter, the course they're teaching, and you're really focused on learning? Well, the first way is to make sure that you come to class, come to every class, come on time, and come prepared. And you can come prepared by previewing the information that's going to be covered in class before you get to class. So when the professor asks questions or if there's a discussion, you can actively participate in that discussion. And your placement, where you sit in class, believe it or not, makes a big difference. So in class, try to sit near the front or in the center so that you can make eye contact with the professor. You can have a pleasant expression on your face. You can kind of lean in to show that you're really interested in what that professor is doing. And you want to make sure that your cell phone is silent. And actually, I recommend to students that you turn off your cell phone, because even if you have it in silent mode and it buzzes, then typically you're going to look down at it and you're going to be distracted from the class. So make sure you turn off your cell phone, or at the very least silence it. And also refrain from talking. I've sat in so many lectures where the professor is trying to have a discussion with students and students are talking among themselves. And that is the ultimate sign of disrespect and lack of enthusiasm for the course material. So make sure that you are attentive and you're not involved in side conversations with other students. Now, we've talked about coming to class prepared. We've talked about the behaviors to exhibit in class. So let's talk a little bit about out-of-class behavior. And it starts with immediately after the lecture is over or the discussion is over. If you have questions, if the professor stays around after class, then go up and engage the professor in discussion, ask any questions about the lecture that you might not have understood, or if you want to go a little bit deeper into the material, that's a good way to connect with the faculty member right after class. And also make sure you visit their office hours during the office hour time period so that you can have a more in-depth discussion. And in office hours, you can really get to know the professor a lot better. They'll find out individual characteristics about you. You can find out a little bit more about them, because it's going to be a much smaller interaction, just one-on-one, and typically you'll have more time with the professor to yourself. So make sure you visit office hours. You also want to make sure that you turn in any homework on time and do your best work, because that's also the way that you're connecting with the faculty member. They're really paying attention to, does this person put a lot of time and effort into their work? Are they enthusiastic about what they're presenting to me? And make sure that you go a cut above the rest and try to distinguish yourself so that you can show the professor that you are not a mediocre student, you're not an average student, but you're an outstanding student, and you will get the respect and admiration of the faculty.